Joe, one of the biggest moves, not biggest moves, one of the funniest moves that I think I've ever seen in college football happened today because lo and behold, Ohio State running back coach Tony Alford is leaving for the arch rival Michigan Wolverines. What do you think about Tony Alford heading to Michigan?
So Alford's been at Ohio State since 2015. He has coached some of the most prolific running backs in the past decade. I mean, he's most recently Travion Henderson and Mayan Williams, who were fantastic this past year. This is so goddamn funny because this isn't like a guy who was there for a couple of years and was recently joined the staff and then is moving on and is going elsewhere. This is an ingrained part of Ryan Day's staff that was important for their string of success and how good they've been over this period of time. The running back position has always been a key integral part of the roster, and they have always recruited at a very high level. This is almost, even if Alford shows up and sits in a lawn chair all practice and doesn't do anything, which is not going to happen. He's a great, great coach. This is just an awesome troll move. I love this for Sharon Moore. The mind game of going and hiring a guy, one of the best coaches on the staff, and pulling him away is so goddamn funny. Elks, I'm sorry. I know that I'm trying to, prop this up more than it probably needs to get propped up, but it's a chess move. That's what this is.
I talked to some people today. I do think that Alford wanted to be a head coach somewhere, and I think that he had been passed up in certain scenarios and situations. And maybe just a new scenery helps him out. Maybe. I don't know. I did see a lot of Ohio State fans say that his recruiting took a hit. Well, you just got Quinshon Judkins. I mean, technically, he planted Quinshon Judkins from the portal. So, with all due respect, no. I mean, let's not go there. There have been some struggles at running back, somewhat, I guess you could say. But look, he recruited Donovan Edwards, and he's going to get to coach him. I just think it's a really good move, and a guy that has a track record of bringing in really good backs.
Elks brings up a really funny point. I really think that Ohio State should go after Mike Hart, who was Michigan's running back coach. I don't know if he had any intention of knowing where he was going. I would have thought that maybe he goes to the NFL. That was kind of why I thought he wasn't coming back. But if they really wanted to do a total reverse troll job, I would hire Mike Hart. That would be the first person I would call.
The first person that I would call is Texas running backs coach Tashard Choice. He has recruited that position. He is a lineage recruiter. Look, Joe, he got Jamar Gibbs to go to Georgia Tech. I mean, this dude can recruit. This guy can develop. I think he would be a good addition for them. Look, he was in the NFL for a long time. He was at Georgia Tech. He was at North Texas as well. I just really think that Tashard Choice would be a really good choice, pun intended, for them if they went that direction. Now, could you go into Texas and take him? I don't know. But look, we've seen a couple of position coaches get taken from Texas. I don't know if he wouldn't want to go coach a really good running back room at Ohio State.
Yeah, it just depends on how much of a priority this is for Ryan Day. For Brian Kelly, who's the name of the defensive line coach that they just took?
Bo Davis.
But to get Bo Davis is a little bit different because Brian Kelly was –
well, and he's from here and he played here. That's completely different.
It was completely different, but he needed to spend the money and get one of the best, if not the best, defensive line coach out there and pull him away from Texas. They had to offer him a lot of money. He's now one of the highest paid position coaches in the country. So I just don't know if Ryan Day is going to look at this and say, we need to spend a ton of money. I almost don't even wonder if this is something where you've got a really good room that you don't just promote internally. Choice, though, is a good option. He mentioned DeMarco Murray. I didn't realize DeMarco Murray was
he's coaching in Oklahoma.
The running backs coach at Oklahoma. I just would be surprised, though, if somebody like that.
He ain't leaving Oklahoma.
Yeah, he played at Oklahoma. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, he ain't leaving Oklahoma. I'm going to throw one out to you that there were some rumors that it could be a possibility. is DeLeone McCullough, the associate head coach and running backs coach for Notre Dame.
I just think that there's such an established chain of command at Ohio State. For him to be as high up and have so much control at Notre Dame, and he's been established as the most important, or at least one of the most important assistants at Notre Dame. I don't think McCullough's leaving. I really don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing that I hate about this and why it makes it just such a better troll job is that I hate when coaches come in this late to the process with spring already starting. That's what really, really sucks. But it doesn't matter because they got two backs that can really, really run. And if there's any position group that Ohio State could lose a coach right now, it would be running back.
That's why I think that this could just end up being an internal promotion. And it's like, who was the GA that was working with the running backs, and just keep it simple. And then if you don't like the results that happened and the way that he handled himself, that's a pretty easy swap to go find somebody else.
You know what you could do?
What?
For the current moment, you could let Chip Kelly coach the running backs and let Ryan Day coach the quarterbacks. Okay.
That's also plausible.
But, well, and you know why? It's because they're going to run the football a lot. And to run this system and run it the way that Chip wants to, who would be better to teach the running backs more than him?
BetOnline remains your top spot for all of your live betting action and contests. NFL, college football, UFC, NHL are all in full swing. BetOnline is your number one source for wagering news, odds, trends, and predictions with both desktop and mobile access at any time. Head to BetOnline today and use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for 50% off your first deposit. That is a 50% welcome bonus. BetOnline, where the game starts.